Okay, we have another game, Road to 2300. We are 1815, slowly climbing up. Playing against an 1864. We're going to play the Sicilian. And he plays a sort of anti-Sicilian, so let's just go... Let's just go e6. Let's just go e6. Let's see what he does. I always like to prepare d5. And now d5 is going to be beautiful because it's supported by this doubled up pawn. And that's for sure going to be my next move. But the only thing is I'm not quite developed. So I got to do that quick. But I mean, of course, I don't know any theory in this position, but I quite like when an opponent takes and then just allows me to have this sort of center. It's quite nice. But let's focus on... Okay, take. Let's focus on developing. Let's go here. If he takes, I take back with tempo, developing my bishop at the same time. And straight away, this just doesn't feel like a Sicilian. This feels like something else. Okay, I think here we need to take... or we... Let me see. He's gonna play c4 at some stage. Let's kick this guy away first and see where he wants to go. He goes back. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the center and then go here and just simply castle. And okay, I think this move for him is crucial at some stage. Maybe not now, but at some stage. Okay, I got to watch this square. So I might have to... just play this first really quickly before castling, and hopefully he doesn't get too much of an initiative. Okay, I didn't see that now. I did not see that, which is quite annoying. Okay, you know when you focus on just one square, which was b5, and you realize, oh, he can actually hop in here. But okay, let's just go here. I'm gonna say he's gonna take... Yeah, he takes... Ugh. Okay, so this is a annoying pin, but maybe I can play g4 and castle. But... yeah, and here now he's threatening here. Ugh. Okay. I need to think. So if I castle, he can just take here. This is tough. If I go here, he can take here, take, queen takes, take. No, I think g4 might be the move. g4 here, castle. No, g4 here, and castle. Wait, hang on a second, I need to think. Let's just play g4. I don't think this works, because take, queen takes, rook takes. I don't know. It doesn't really work, but I can't castle quite, because then takes, can take, and I can't take back the queen. So I think I have to throw in this move really quickly before I castle. This guy's doing a great job of preventing me from castling. It's move 15, 16 now, and I'm still not castled. So... okay, so he has total domination kind of on these squares. Castling, alright, let's castle first. Maybe, I don't know. I'm really not liking this game. He's putting a lot of pressure on me very quickly. And... oh, did I just blunder? Oh no, I didn't. Sorry, I thought this worked for him. But... yeah, he's just keeping my pieces in line. I gotta move my knight. Wow, okay. Maybe I gotta move here. Maybe here. Yeah, this is I'm getting kind of dominated here. Let's say knight goes back here. Can he go here? Yeah, takes. No, it can't really. So he kind of does have to go back. This is tough. This is very tough. My opponent is 1974 in classical, 1864 in rapid, and 1720 in blitz. I don't know. I feel like I somehow misplayed this. I should have probably too many pawn moves in the opening. Yeah, he just kind of... Maybe it was this pin or something. Yeah, maybe it was this knight move. Maybe I had to play bishop here first because this was annoying. I was too focused on here. And then, you know, if he goes here, I can just kick him out. That's fine. But yeah, maybe that was the mistake. Allowing him to go in and trade off and have that pin. Just very quickly, just make one... I wouldn't say it was a blunder. Okay, I saw this, but what to do with this? Huh? Don't you trap your own bishop? I saw that. You know? So here, I'm not so sure. I might be winning. Ooh. What? I mean, does this work now? Take, queen takes? I mean, but then I just take the bishop. Rook takes here. Whew. Okay. That's a very nice in-between move, actually. But I think I still can survive, no? Because takes, queen takes, and say, let's say rook takes. Okay, maybe move here. He doubles up. Let's try trade. And if I push here, he could just take with a check, so that doesn't work. So let's go through this line. Queen takes. I take the bishop. Right? Rook takes here. Queen f7. Okay. Double up the rooks. And let's trade the rooks off. And I mean, by the end of it, I have an extra piece, but he has a lot of extra pawns. I mean, he has 2 extra pawns, but he has a lot of sort of initiative going on. But if I can successfully kind of put out his initiative, at the end of it, I'm up a piece. But sometimes it's very, very difficult in these situations because he has a lot of sort of initiative. So let's see. I would like to trade this off. Like say, okay, I go here, he goes here, take, rook takes. Maybe here, or maybe I can play here first just to disconnect anything there. You know, the more I'm looking at that move, the more I'm liking it. Let's play here. Try, you know, get this rook out of play for the moment. And perhaps I can try kick away the queen. Oh, probably with this rook. Let's say he takes here. I don't know, maybe I can counterattack myself somehow. Here. But he has 3 pawns here, you know? So he attacks my queen. What if I here takes. Say I counterattack. Takes. Oh, that's not good. Here. Maybe it is good. Hang on a second. Here. Takes. takes, takes. Oh no, he has 2 rooks versus. What am I even calculating? I gotta move. See, I gotta move my queen, but I'm really afraid of these guys, you know? Is there any way for me to kind of trade off and diffuse? I mean, can I go here? Takes, takes. Can I go here? Let's say he goes here. I'm up a piece. How do I make this work? What's the best placement for my king? I don't want to move it too far away from my king. Maybe honestly here is the best. Keep a close eye on things. And keep an eye on this square just in case the queen wants to... But I think this move maybe. But this is getting a bit tough. He might be getting his other rook into the game somehow. It's getting tough. I gotta diffuse his situation. My knight is very good here. He cannot be kicked out. Yeah, okay, so he goes there. Now, can I go here? Queen moves, let's say, here. And I go here, taking that pawn, you know? Because none of this stuff works here. I've got it protected. I mean, he can have this pawn, maybe sacrifice this pawn for potential, you know, rook on the second rank here, attacking this pawn and trying to get this pawn and maybe get the knight in here and maybe try to get the queen in here. Be quite nice, you know? Everything is protected. Everything is good. So let's do this for now. I'm gonna sack this pawn for sort of stability. I mean, I don't really need to sack that pawn, do I? If he attacks it, I could play f5, but then again, with f5, I destabilize this knight, and actually it will be hanging, which I didn't see there. So maybe let's keep the queen. Should I keep the rooks connected and play queen here? And then maybe I can play rook here. He moves up. And then I'd actually have a fork here. You know, I'm gonna... Ooh. Queen here would still be protecting this square. I'm gonna go queen here. And actually... Ooh, wow. I didn't see there. He falls for the long queen. I could just take. But what I like about this move is that it keeps the rooks connected. And I'm threatening a sort of back rank mate. But I'm also, I want to go here. And if he pushed, you know, I have checks and stuff like that. But he didn't see the long queen trade. But if I took, I'll show you in the analysis now, if I took with the rook, the reason I didn't like taking with the rook is because it disconnects my rooks. You know? I didn't really like that, except the engine's kind of agreeing, so go here, maybe here. Yeah. But for simplicity's sake, I really like the rooks that were connected and the queen still go on this. Let's have a look at the computer analysis. He really did pressure me in this situation. Wow, it's like equal here. I totally felt the pressure. Here was a mistake, yeah. F6, he takes, I take. By the end of this, it's actually better for me to go here. Protecting this. Wow, that's so smart. Because he has to kind of desperado. But then there's no issues about this pawn here. Yeah, he took. And then it would have avoided a lot of initiative. So that's actually pretty smart. I didn't see that move. I like the knight move here to kind of disconnect any potential rook things. Oh, wow. That's a blunder. because simple tactic. That's unfortunate. Okay. Let's see what we did. We made 1 blunder and 2 mistakes. The blunder was moving the queen there. I didn't see this simple tactic, just take and take. But overall, the opening was pretty good. Say move 17, it was pretty solid. So I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, this was a mistake. I shouldn't have let this happen. Should have played here or here. And I just kind of allowed him to hop in here and just have an annoying pin and everything like that. But yeah, so win.